Please don't forget to hit the post notification bell, select all, and hit that subscription button. That way you'll be notified every time we go live over here, y'all. This is gonna be a deep video, y'all. This is gonna be a deep video, and the reason I say that, man, is because a lot of these young gods and goddesses, man, they out here tripping. They out here really, really tripping, man. And I really blame that on Chicago, man. I blame that on Chicago, man. It ain't me blaming it on Chicago because, to each is his own. To each is his own. To each is his own. That's why I say, I really can't even blame Chicago for that. You see what I'm saying? I really can't even blame them for that. But I'm going to give Facebook a little time to allow people to come on in here, y'all. And we're going to chop it up on what's going on with Julio Fulio, y'all. Julio Fulio. Excuse me. Peace, peace, peace. Do me a favor, man. Like it up. My internet, they playing on my internet right now, y'all. But yeah, I do want to say, happy Transcendence to that God, because we do understand, bro, that death is not real. We shed our physical our shell, excuse me, but we do not transition, okay? We just go into a whole nother existence. You are energy, and energy never dies, all right? It can only be recycled, y'all. So with that being said, man, we're going to say happy Transcendence to that God, man. But I will say this, man, Chicago, man, got people crazy out here. Chicago has had not only just the adult people, but the youth as well. They really losing their mind, y'all. Like, they are really losing their mind, especially when it comes to this and the dead. Those of you who don't know, man, that is a big spiritual no-no. That is a big spiritual no-no. If you over here doing anything spiritual, man, then you already know that it should be a great respect for the deceased, man. Because half the time when you going out and handling your business, these gonna be the ones that's gonna be handling that business for you. And the reason I feel like he should have known that, y'all, is because first of all, he has Haitian roots, if I'm not mistaken. He's from Florida, y'all. Okay. And he's actually said out of his own mouth that he practices voodoo himself. Okay. So with that being said, man, let me start this off with the right spiritual energy. I want to say peace to the gods and goddesses, peace to the ancestors, peace to the high vibrational beings, peace to the spiritual guides, peace to the ascended masters, and peace to my spiritual team and the Most High for giving me the strength to do what I do on a day-to-day basis. I love them, I love them, I love them. Yeah. Julie Ramos say I'm Freez. Now I already know. My internet, they've been doing me dirty over here, y'all, since I got over here. Yeah, but I want y'all to understand what's going on, man. I keep telling y'all, when it comes to music, man, music is set up in a way for us to lose our youth, y'all. That's big facts. Why do you think they took the whole conscious essence of it out of the rap industry to begin with? They don't want the kids out here being able to use their mind in a situation where they gotta, thinking between anger and what's going to happen after the situation takes place. Or and even when it comes to the internet has people out here straight clout chasing, y'all. They clout chasing, and they know what they doing is wrong, because I keep telling you, when you do these type of things, your ancestors going to come to you. They're going to let you know that what you're doing is wrong, yo. You need to stop it. It's going, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to come through a dream. You're going to have it in a dream in some way, form, or fashion, where they're going to appear to you, man. They're going to send you a warning in a dream of what might possibly happen to you if you don't stop it. You see what I'm saying? And so for him to be somebody that was inside of the religion or the culture, actually partaking in everything in it, y'all, he should have known that. He actually knew better. So guess what? The gavel came down on him way harder. Okay? It comes down on him way harder. But look at what's going on, y'all. They took the conscious side of things outside of the music industry because they don't want the kids out here thinking beyond what it is that they're training them to think through the television, which tells lies to the visions, through the songs, through the unnatural frequencies of the 808 drum, y'all, because we know that the 808 drum is a natural frequency. And so when it comes on, what it does, chakras, y'all, to the point of, because that bass is vibrating. When you think about, you hear these birds, you hear the whatever you hear right now, that is a natural frequency right there, y'all. That's what a natural frequency is. When you go in the house and you tap a piano, that is a natural frequency. Everything should vibrate somewhere near that frequency. It may vary because of the element that's being used in order to emit the frequency. Okay, but at the same time, everything should vibrate. If I'm not mistaken, anywhere about 420 hertz, man. If you want to hear peace, pound that like button, man. Pound that like button up. Okay? So the 808 drum is about at like 440 hertz, y'all. It's unnatural. It's a digital drum. And when it plays, it causes those chakras to become unaligned, and it causes the message that's being given through the music to attach to your vessel, y'all. This big facts. That's what's done. So now, you know, they know what they're doing. Okay, well, we want them to see, since we know that we're connected to the prison industries, excuse me, then guess what? We want to give them a message, since we know the science behind it all. We want to give them a message that's going to make them go out there and feed our industries furthermore. Okay, so get rid of UNITY. We don't want to hear that. Yeah, we don't want to hear none of that. We ain't bringing nobody together. As a matter of fact, we're trying to separate them as far as we could possibly separate them. Okay, because we all about a bag, and that's what it's about, y'all. Okay. Also, we know that this drum, because your brain is made up of about 85% water, y'all. Okay, the fluids in your brain, it causes your brain to rattle. You feel me? And so the drum or the beat, you know, because if you know anything about spirituality, man, this is why drums, y'all, hit different. Because a lot of your ancestors used to, and I know, ask your grandma, go ask your grandma, somebody that ain't afraid to get outside of religion and speak about these type of things. Go ask them. Okay, I can guarantee they're gonna tell you, yeah, you know, we used to go out and dance to the drums, man, until we became, you know, hypnotized to a state of where we can actually interact with spirit. Okay, so drums are used as a very powerful tool in order to, you know, get you to a certain state. You see what I'm saying? And so when you're hearing that drum from that 808, the 808 drum that they got playing, that's unnatural, it's causing you to become under a hypnotic state to the point of that you want to go out and do what it is that you're hearing in the music. You got to understand, and this is why I say meditation is necessary, because you want to be able to control your own thoughts, to be able to separate it. It's cool for you to listen to these type of things if you vibrate, if you can, you know, balance those things out. But if you can't, and in this specific situation, we're talking about children. These are the ones who have not reached that point, and they ain't being trained in school to actually learn how to balance these things out. They don't even know that these chakras are opening at certain points in their lives, y'all. Which we're gonna do. I got a lecture coming up on that as well, y'all. We're gonna cut it to the chakras a little bit. But yeah, y'all, these are the things that you need to know, okay? And so I just say all that to say, man, like, look, the industry is all about, you know, I don't care what you do to get here. You see what I'm saying? As long as when you get here, you continue to make the money. That's all I care. You know, because this is what sells. I got a family to feed. That's how they think, y'all. They don't care about your family. And then when you go to jail based off of the music that you listening to, and I'm just giving y'all some food for thought, you know, they're gonna be calling you hoodlums and everything else. You see what I'm saying? The same music that you going to jail off of, the same music that we allow with our kids to listen to, and especially when we talk about the young goddesses, right? You know, they listening to, and look, I ain't throwing no shade at none of these artists are sexy red. You see what I'm saying? They listening to, you know, Nicki Minaj, they listening to, what's her name? You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, unbeknownst to them, the whole science that I just gave you is causing them to have that promiscuous mind state. And this is why they think it's okay to go outside and have 4 to 5 different people when they energy like that. You see what I'm saying? Because Nicki Minaj is saying doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to do it. I don't know what comes with it. I don't know the demons that I'm accepting while I'm out here, you know, doing this. But yeah. I'm just showing you how this music is being used, okay? But you know, when you look at the whole situation about what's going on, and I don't know how many of you actually know who this young God is, man, because I didn't even really know who he is, y'all. I don't be sitting around listening to these artists like that. I'm just gonna keep it real, man. I seen it coming up my timeline, man, and I went dug into him. I wanted to know why it is that he actually transitioned. You see what I'm saying? And so come to find out, you know, he has a long history of actually dissing the dead, and he's gotten shot several times behind it, y'all. Several times behind it. See, the Most High allowed him to escape that situation. But see, he ain't learned from it. He ain't learned from it because he clout chasing. I done already made my name out here. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell in some of the videos when he out and he riding, he got his little squad with him because he feel comfortable when he got his company with him. You see what I'm saying? But when he out riding, you know, he called himself trying to show, you know, I guess everybody how he keeps himself on point. So he like, y'all see that car over there? Yeah, y'all see dude, he done jumped out over there, woo, but you could tell it was a sense of nervousness to him, y'all. He was nervous because he know he out here popping that shit the wrong way. Not only is he look, and look, because he's into spirituality, I'm talking about in terms of the ATR, the African traditional religions, or spirituality or roots. Understand what I'm trying to tell you? He knows that this is something that he should not be doing. He knows that this is a violation of spiritual law. You should be respecting your ancestors because these are the ones who are actually going to get up and going to make moves for you when it's time to move for you. He knew what he was doing. He knew he was violating it. And I want y'all to understand, y'all. See, you don't play with spirit and you don't play with people who actually out here working with these spirits, right? And who actually honor these spirits, y'all. And see, I keep telling y'all, we in a time and hour where everybody know what's going on. Everybody tapped into the science for whatever it is that they using it for. Okay. Now you going out here, you shooting videos to the point of where you land on this man's grave. You land on this man's grave. Do you know how disrespectful that is to the dead? You ain't paying a toll to come over here and lay on my grave. You ain't venerating me in no way, form, or fashion. What you doing over here laying on my grave? That's a big insult. Now, either his family seen it or spirit took it upon themselves to say, hey, man, we on your top. That was too disrespectful. It was too disrespectful, y'all. Y'all don't know. Ain't nobody out here finna be playing about their ancestors. You don't know who these people tied to in any way, form, or fashion. And I can guarantee y'all, man, his transitioning was behind the ancestors. They didn't see that. Look, you see a lot of people out here actually making videos. How many of them actually see? How many of them do you actually see that's going to do what he just did, laying on people's graves? You know what I'm saying? And things like that, y'all. Do you know how disrespectful that is, y'all? For someone who knows better, y'all. For someone who comes up under the African traditional root, the ATR. It's very disrespectful, y'all. And I keep telling y'all, man, and like I say, man, it's my opinion that I feel like Chicago is sending people off. People clout chasing. A new sound came out, y'all. And everybody all over the world wanted to vibe to that sound, wanted to be on that frequency in some way, form, or fashion. And they don't understand what it is that they getting themselves into by dissing the dead, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? I keep telling y'all, when it gets down to, when you get down to the nitty gritty of these things, man, you have to understand that real practitioners who are way advanced up, they using certain deities. These are the same people that they going out to. They doing venerations for them, y'all. You see what I'm saying? They're exalting them. When people going over there and they really working with these deities, y'all, really, really next to these spiritual deities, they ancestors that's coming to them, they ain't going to ask for nothing. They paying a toll to get that dirt. Understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? You feel me? When they go over there, bro, they giving them something. And all the time they ain't going over there and do it because they know it take a lot of energy for them to get up and do that. Some people don't even use them for that. But at the same time, I'm just telling y'all, bro, like, and some people may take that like, this is a, do you understand who this dude, man? Like, they're in Florida, man. It's heavy down there. Kevin Turner say, speak to you. I'm just keeping it real. Like, you know, we have to watch, y'all, the way we carry ourselves in this lifetime. And this is something that you have to be teaching your children, man. You know, I know some of these kids, they getting up in age, they don't want to listen, y'all. They think they know everything. We were the same way when we was coming up, but we have to warn our children and messing with the lab, y'all. And see, look, this is what happened. Y'all do me a favor, drop them names up. And if you in here, please pound that like button up, y'all. Pound that like button up. But yeah, and see, this is what happened with him, y'all. The warning came before the destruction 3 times. If you go back and you listen to the story, I think I might do this live over again because I want to really give y'all a rundown of how many times this dude actually got shot behind what it is that he did, and he lived. His ancestors protected him those times. He had spiritual protection at that time. You see what I'm saying? But see, you kept going and doing what you was goddamn supposed to do, even though, I mean, not what you were supposed to do, what you wanted to do. Even though I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10, his ancestors warned him. They told him to stop, but his ego would not allow him to stop. It would not allow him to stop. Y'all wake up, bro. It ain't this is not fake. I keep telling y'all, man, the spirit is real. They exist. There is as real as that wind that comes past and blows on you. It's spirits around me right now. My protection. They're around me right now. They're around you. Your protection is around you. And see, you don't know. Some people really got some real ancestors out there that's really like that. Y'all, they ain't playing. Okay, y'all got down on him. Now let him rest. Because he was out here doing some things too. You see what I'm saying? That caused us to have to pull back. Y'all got down on him. For you to come over here and lay on his grave and disrespect his grave like that. Okay. Now we're gonna take that upon ourselves to put the hit out. Ain't nobody got to put a hit out on you. We're gonna do it ourselves. I keep telling y'all pound that like button up for me. Like I say, the warning had came before the destruction. Earl Sanders say, I'm from Chicago and you're 100% right. it was a wave, and these youngsters jumped even my son. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, bro, the music is all about indoctrination to begin with. Ain't nothing about it. I mean, some of it is not, you know, I would say, not say everything's at a certain frequency with their music, but at the same time, like when we get into trap drill and things like that, y'all, and I ain't gonna even flex, I enjoy some of the music myself, y'all, because I come from that environment so I can relate to the things that's being said in there. But see, at the same time, I'm able to disassociate my emotions from the music. It's not gonna make me go out and do nothing crazy. We can't say that for our youngsters who just who just want their peers to look up to them. You see what I'm saying? Who want to feel like they really like that and they got some street cred. You see what I'm saying? Bro, we can't say that about them, y'all. They still at an age where they just still living. They want to impress, you know, especially when we talk about the young guys, they trying to impress the young goddesses out here and everything. Some people got the man state that, look, the only way I'm impressed them is through me acting like I'm tough out here, through me catching a few bodies, so on and so forth. Understand that? You see what I'm saying? And they looking up to individuals like him that's coming along and they dissing the dead, y'all, and they got them out here singing these same songs. Just like I just said, man, see, his girlfriend even got shot in the mouth, y'all. She out here babbing his freaking, because look, she is a reflection of him. She a reflection of him. He out here supposed to be leading, y'all, and she following in his direction because she's still immature mentally. You see what I'm saying? But see, she's following in his direction, and so she out here singing his songs, dissing his ops when she featuring on his beats, and see, she gets shot. I'm just showing you the level of influence and, you know, how it's even possible for your daughter to be able to be out with somebody like that, y'all, and then end up in a situation because they young man and then they get influenced. But I just want to say this, y'all. When it comes to spirit, man, you supposed to respect spirit, y'all. It's people out there that's really actually going out there, they lighting their candles and they releasing them balloons, man, and they know why it is that they doing it, y'all. They ain't out there doing it because it's a trend. They ain't out there doing it because they want to pop a few bottles. No, they out there doing it because they know what it does for the ones that just transition. They know how it elevates them in terms of what you want to say, the heavens is, the astros, whatever it is you want to call it. They know how it elevates them, y'all. They know about lighting them candles gonna get them. They doing this every year, the same time that they pass. They coming through and they venerating them, y'all. And then you go over there and you lay on that man's grave. Boy, you know how strong that spirit is? If they coming over here every day, every year, giving them sugar. You see what I'm saying? And then giving them, I'm talking about just giving them a little, you know, little treats and stuff, pouring a little look out for them. You know how strong that spirit is, and you going over there and you disrespecting that spirit like that. Boy, y'all better stop playing. You don't know what be going on behind closed doors, man. Who it is people connected to, I can guarantee you, man, spirit something hit on that situation, man. Yeah, screwing their life away, Kevin Turner, you hit it right on the head, y'all. For me, I ain't gonna lie, it's important that we reach out to the youth and we don't reach out to nobody else, man. You know, I feel like the soul is going on. But for the ones that's out here that's a little bit younger, y'all, we gotta take that, go the extra mile to try to change their mind state. You see what I'm saying? We got to go the extra mile to try to make them more aware of why it is that they shouldn't be following. Because guess what? By you knowing and not passing on that knowledge that of what it is that you know, you make it's worse. You worse than they are. You worse than they are because you know, and you should at least say, man, look, let me plant the seed. I know they don't want to hear it. I know they think they know everything at this point, but let me go ahead and plant the seed. Because they're gonna go through something like the man say, man, he had just got done doing something about this is some ops or something what he did, y'all. He said he know he was doing wrong. And he said he know that this is how karma is real. As soon as he got done doing whatever it is in terms of this and the ops, he leaves, catch a cut, somebody immediately started blowing him down, shot him. He almost died in the lady's driveway. The lady told him that she didn't care if he transitioned or not. After he told her he was shot, he knew that was karma. He knew what he was doing. This is the point I'm trying to make to y'all, man. You knew what you was doing, especially being a part of the arts. The Most High, your spiritual team came through on several occasions, y'all. And I will say this, man, no disrespect to any of his family or anything like that. This is not me coming along and disrespect nobody. This is me trying to wake somebody up and make them start to realize, y'all, it's getting out of hand, man. Don't be out here just dissing your deal. I don't remember us doing that coming up, bro. We never did that in the street. We never dissed nobody dead ops. That's a new thing, y'all. That's something that's just new, y'all. It's getting out of hand. And that's a part of the spiritual warfare right there. Because I keep telling you that in some way, form, or fashion, your spiritual warfare is directly connected to you. So when you got somebody out here that's dissing your dead out and think if you dissing their dead out, y'all, guess what's gonna happen? They gonna, in their emotions, get up and want to wage war because you disrespected their loved ones, because your dead out is somebody else's loved one. You see what I'm saying? And they watching and they seeing it. And yeah, they know he or she was out here doing something bogus that put them in that situation. But at the same time, they don't take away the hurt, the years of watching them growing up, especially when we talk about a mother, one of the goddesses that's deeply rooted in it. And they like, I ain't having that. Y'all already done laid them down. And I ain't said that, I ain't really out here hooping and hollering and doing that because I know my child was wrong. But at the same time, y'all gonna allow my child to rest or do whatever it is that he's doing. Allow him to, ascend. You ain't gonna be out here now. She's like, look, man, okay, well, I put a hex on you. I do whatever I want to do to you and your family and your seeds. I want it to the point of where everybody around you is dropping. That's gonna hurt you more. Understand what I'm trying to tell you? Like, y'all better wake up. It's real. We're in the age of Aquarius where information is easily accessible. It's easily accessible. Just because you just now waking up don't mean, somebody else ain't waking up, y'all. But yeah, like I say, y'all, like this is a prime example of when, this and your ops go, this is my op, and this ain't the first time, it's on several occasions. But I just wanted to get on here and say something, today. But this happens on several occasions. It's always happening. You see what I'm saying? And ain't nobody never got nothing to say about it. Well, you have people that come out and say about it, but I'm just saying, not from this perspective. I believe every time I come on here and I open my mouth about something, I give it from a different perspective. Okay. Y'all, we can't look at things always from a physical standpoint. We have to look at things from a spiritual standpoint. Everything is happening spiritually first. Him being closely connected to the ancestors like that, because of what it is that he practiced or whatever the case may be, I can guarantee you he had several warnings. He had warnings in his dreams before before his ancestors even got him out of the couple jams that he got out of when he was the last couple times he got shot before he ended up transitioning this time. He knew those was warning, because if you look at a lot of his interviews, he's talking about how it, he talked about death a lot, y'all. Unbeknownst to himself, he's speaking that death on him, but he talked about it a lot. He knew. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, when the cameras ain't on and he ain't in the studio and he ain't on that stage doing whatever he doing, y'all, he gotta lay down and he gotta think about that shit. He gotta live with what it is that he just did. And he's still moving around the hood the way he's moving around. He gotta live with that. And see, you have to understand, this is somebody that's not really wealthy at all. They ain't learned from whatever his name is. I can't think of his name. Pop Smoke. He did the same thing. But I'm just saying, ain't nobody learning from nobody. When the stages go off, y'all, he got to deal with that. Look, y'all got to understand, some people just putting on the act. When the cameras go off and they ain't rapping and he ain't on the stage, bro, he got to live with that because he's still moving in the hood the way he moving, y'all. He was afraid. And see, the fact of the matter, like I was just going to say, is he ain't rich, y'all. He's not really wealthy. He's not, in my opinion, just from looking at him, he was nobody that was not, he wasn't somebody that I would consider to be a millionaire. And I say that because he was still in the hood. I don't care if you got a few chains, watches, man. Look, a lot of that should be leased. You see what I'm saying? He was still moving around in the hood, y'all. Okay. So, I mean, I just feel like, he wasn't rich. So with that being said, that means that the people around him can easily be brought off. See, they done made money your master, right? So with that being said, it ain't nothing somebody will do for a little change just to get ahead a little bit in this world. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't no telling. Somebody around him could have gave the location, because you have to ask yourself, you think they really sat out there all that time waiting for him to come to that car, y'all? Ask yourself that. Do you think that this boy really, out of X amount of people that was around him, nobody transitioned? He was the only one that transitioned. You think, look, ask ourselves that, like, so I think about these type of things, y'all, like how you knew I was going to be here. You see what I'm saying? How you You knew I was gonna be here. You ain't sit around and nobody people, ain't nobody see you. Like, and I will say this though, it's sad, y'all. It's always sad to see somebody, lose they I ain't gonna say before their time. Because if you leave, it was your time to go. Understand that, you know. But it's just sad to see the young guys, man, transitioning in this way, man, because they've been programmed. It goes all back to the programming because they've been programmed to think a certain way. This is the program that they on, y'all. Understand that. The crab in the bucket program, the killer be killed program. You see what I'm saying? The divide and conquer program. This is the program they on. Yeah, that's why when you go into these lower poverty communities, you see a liquor store on every other corner. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's easy for them to walk outside of their homes and see drug dealers anywhere. They could just find it. Drugs are easily accessible. It's set up that way. These are obstacles that you got to get around, y'all. You got to get around these obstacles. You got to get around the drugs that's being sold in your community. So even at a young age, you got to get around trying not to become, empowered by the influence of marijuana and the people that's smoking around you. Okay. Then you gotta try to overcome not indulging in selling the drugs, because if your family ain't set up that way and you ain't really got it that way, this is gonna be your only way to get out. All of these, you throwing bricks at the penitentiary the whole time. In a whole nother system. This the programming, y'all. Whole time you going to school, you ain't getting no education, you see no way out. You see no way out. Yeah, like I said, yeah, he say back door. Gerard wrote back door. We got to look at these type of things. These type of things I look at. Y'all do me a favor if you ain't pound that like button up though. These are the type of things I look at, y'all, and I'm just gonna keep it real. But the moral of the story is you have to be respectful. I don't care if it's somebody the transition that you don't like. You show that spirit respect. Because you never know. That spirit might got to come back and do something for somebody one day. Understand what I'm trying to tell you? And when the know is, because you have to understand, we're dealing with conscious beings here, y'all. This is why they're even willing to work with you. For those of you who don't know what spirituality is all about, when you get deeper into it, you have people that's actually dealing with deities, and this is how they this is how they heal and things like that, y'all. Through Holy Spirits, through the ones that's vibrating at a high enough frequency, their ancestors. This is what it's all about. When a person say, yo, their ancestors, bro, that energy is really gonna protect you. That energy is really gonna protect you. Understand what I'm trying to tell you, bro? The egoons, your egoons gonna really protect you. This ain't no joke. Don't come over here, bro, thinking if you light a few candles, bro. I mean, not even. I ain't only say just the candles, but if you sage it, because a lot of people ain't even lit a candle before. You see what I'm saying? You thinking you saging? Oh, I'm spiritual now. I'm wearing my crystals. I'm spiritual. You're not spiritual. I ain't saying you're not spiritual. Let me take that back, because you don't have to do anything to actually be spiritual. But you're not like really deep into the essence of really working with your ancestors. If you know what I'm saying, you're not really on that point yet. You know what I'm saying? Say somebody most definitely push him in the open. Yeah, that's big facts. I'm just letting y'all know that, man. A lot of people want to be getting to, we moving into this new age of spirituality where I feel like it's becoming more of a trend, man. And a lot of people just doing it because they feel like it's the thing to do right now. And it's something that they can relate to as well, And to be honest, man, you have to understand, everybody, everybody ain't from the African side of, tradition. Some people would be from like an Indian, you will suffer, you will have more of their culture, y'all. Excuse me. A little dog. But yeah, I just say that to say, man, look, y'all, let's raise our shorties up right, man, and get in that right information, man. If you're gonna make some music, man, make some music that's gonna vibrate at the frequency of love in some way, form, or fashion, and it's gonna speak to the conscious. It's gonna elevate you in some way, form, or fashion. Don't be out here just making music, man. Because you have to understand that your words are spelled. You don't think these people know that, y'all? They working with spiritual practitioners inside of the music industry as well. They know that words are spelled. They know how powerful the Heka is. You see what I'm saying? They chanting over their music too. Some of them, But But I mean, when you got people out here, they saying things, bro. They're speaking things into existence with those words. It's like a whole list of events that take place when you start to say something. If I speak something right now, like I want a new car. Let's just say that. Let me just say, I want a new car. If I say I'm going to get me a new car, I got a new car. I can guarantee you, bro. See, you have to understand your words are spelled. Therefore, when you speak them, that's a petition to whatever it is, to the universe. You see what I'm saying? And so when you telling the universe, when you commanding the universe, guess what? It's gonna start to move shit around for you. Especially if it appeases the spirits. You feel what I'm saying? That's big facts. Positive energy to you too, Kevin Turner. They Monster B say, why drop the location when people are coming after you? Yeah, that's big facts too. I feel you on that, J Monster. A lot of people saying that they believe that, and you know what? For me, I ain't gonna lie. That's like a lot of people to me they get out of hand with it a little bit. I know I seen one of the guys was talking about what is her name? Kanika what is her name? I think Jenkins or Johnson, whatever her name, Kanika Jenkins, the one that transitioned out in Chicago, right? They was talking about her and they were saying that they don't believe that she's unalive, y'all. But she's gone. Make no mistake, like we get too far with it, y'all. She's gone. They believe that she was a crisis actor, and it's a lot of people saying that, he's in the voodoo and nah, look, man, check this out. That man gone, bro. He disrespected those ancestors. I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's one thing to speak on it, but when you start going over to my loved one grave, man, and you laying all on his grave doing the funeral, I mean doing the video at his grave, disrespecting him, it hit different. Imagine, look, a practitioner, that's a practitioner somewhere along the line. You don't know this, bro. You out here just doing videos. Just because everybody ain't on the forefront telling you what it is that they in and what it is that they, associate themselves with, don't mean that they ain't practicing it. Don't mean that they ain't familiar with it. Don't mean that they ain't came up with it. And they could be deeply rooted in it. They could be deeply rooted in it. You done went out here and you done did a video on this man's grave. You see what I'm saying? Some place where we come out here, man, and we when we coming out here, man, we venerating him, we lifting him up. You see what I'm saying? We giving him offerings, y'all. We got them doing what we need to do. Like, that's every year we come light candles to make sure his spirit continues to go, gets to become strong and go like, and like they'll send that to you right then and there. Like, okay, you playing them games? Okay. So now I'm finna send somebody, I'm finna put somebody on assignment for you. I'm gonna have somebody come get down on you. This is how it works. And I can guarantee you that's what happened to him because they're in Florida. Why do I say that? The arts are being practiced heavy down there, y'all. There's a lot of people in Florida, y'all, that is deeply rooted in the ATR, black people. Okay. And when I say they deeply rooted, y'all. They going out, they doing graveyard work, they stumping like they working with the dead for real. You see what I'm saying? See, you out here rapping, you out here cloud chasing, you out here trying to get a little money. You know you risking your life, but you don't know how. And right now, he could be over there getting demolished on the other side. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? He could be over there getting his soul beat on the other side right now. Yeah, it hit different. Let me tell you, boy, it hit different. He could be over there right now getting his soul beat for what it is that he done over here by them ancestors right now, by demonic energies right now, because he cloud chasing. You see what I'm saying? He cloud chasing. Y'all better, man, look. Save y'all kids, man. Save y'all kids from being dumbasses. I'm just gonna give it to you just like that. Save your kids from being a dumbass. Thinking he can go out here and just disrespect the dead, man. You know, I wish I don't. If I got older kids, they can't say that shit around me. My sons, man, look, hey, don't tell me about it. You ain't got no dead homies, nigga. If you did, you feel me? You shouldn't be even putting it on them. You see what I'm saying? You shouldn't even be mocking nobody. People take it serious, bro. You feel me? But yeah, with that being said, y'all, like, Might say the dude he mocked was killed on his birthday, and so was he. Yeah, that's big fact. And I'm gonna tell y'all, and you know what? That's big. Look, let me tell you, you could tell that's ancestral work right there. That's ancestral work right there. See, I keep telling y'all, man, even if I decide to get up and go smack somebody right now, y'all, I can guarantee you it was moved in the spirit first. Dude, ain't nobody out here playing when you land on somebody's grave, bro. Do y'all know, bro, the times that we living in, bro, the energy that's on this plane, the planet, the information that people have obtained, and how deep they are into it? You feel me? Y'all better wake up. That's why I say your kids. And he say, look, dude got transitioned on his birthday. He transitioned on his birthday. That's spirit talking right there. You don't think that spirit talking sending a message? Yeah, you made a song about him transitioning on his birthday. Now it's your turn. We want you to know where that came from. Let he who asks ask, see clearly. We want you to know who that came from. Pay attention. Spirit be talking and you can't even see it. You don't need, look, you sitting around, running around like not even knowing what's happening right in front of your face. Whole time, spirit saying, yeah, that was us. You messed with the wrong one. See, you have to understand, bro. My ancestors watching me. They know what I'm doing. They know if I ain't writing something. You see what I'm saying? And if I'm out here making a lot of noise, dissing the dead, if I'm out here shooting and I'm out here doing things, and I've put myself in situations to where I've almost lost my life on several occasions, you don't think, you feel me? That was the ancestors warning me. That was them warning me. They see that. They like, okay, he out here acting a fool, man, but we love him, man. We still, think he or she gonna be able to make it. You feel me? So guess what? We know they finna come around that block and we know they gonna spread them, man. Just let them get tapped up a little bit. Let them get up a little bit, man. Hopefully that'll wake them up, Like he said, one of the times, he got chased after he did something he knew he shouldn't have been doing. He got shot. He passed out in a driveway and he woke up in the hospital, y'all. That was the ancestors saying, okay, we touched you up a little bit, man. We want you to know that song you made, really pissed off, dude, ancestors, man. You shouldn't be doing that. He went out and did that shit again. This is somebody that's deeply rooted in the ATR. Look, when you go out, and I want you to understand that when you go out, and for those of you who go look at this young man, because like I said, I don't know him. I just checked into it. It came down my timeline, but this is the problem with people out here that's dissing the dead, y'all. When you go and look at okay, I'm good now. Drop them nines and my sound good. Y'all drop them nines. But yeah, y'all, like I say, say your kid, like I say, he went out, he was doing it, he done did graveyard like rituals and everything to the point of where he done slept in there, and for those of you who, when you get deep into that, that's like a sort of initiation. You see what I'm saying? When you sleeping, when they got you sleeping in the graveyards and you doing certain things, that's a sort of an initiation, right? So that means that he was deeply rooted in the ATR. He knew about spirit. He was bright when it came to spiritual knowledge, to his spiritual. He knew what he shouldn't have been doing. All right. But with that being said, man, yeah, y'all, like I say, y'all need to make sure that y'all out here. If you can, it don't matter if they don't listen or not. Y'all plant the seed. That's my advice, man. Plant the seed, and if they don't hear it, they don't hear it, man. You did what you need to do. But it's important that you start telling these kids, man, that they cannot be dissing the dead, y'all. They should be giving them the utmost respect, because whether you believe it or not, man, if a car accident happened and you know it was one that you were supposed to transition in, yet and still you lived, that was your ancestors protecting you. That was them protecting you, because they seen you when you came out there, or and you gave them flowers and you was at them lightings, because the certain elements that was used, y'all. But it gets a little deeper. But I'm just saying, in general, they seen you. Your ancestors saved you. When you in them thick ass situations, that's who's stepping in. Spirit is stepping in and they saving you. And here it is, you're disrespecting them, y'all, man. Wake up, man. So let them know, like, nah, we're gonna do anything else, man. But I don't want you out here, disrespecting the dead. You already doing enough. Cause then you putting yourself in double trouble by doing that. You feel me? Not only are you in trouble out here on the physical side, but you in trouble on the spiritual side, okay? And then guess what? You caused yourself to lose protection because your ancestors, and that was a prime example of somebody's ancestors walking away. And that's a prime, when I come on here and I say, man, your ancestors be warning you, they come sending you dreams and things like that. That's exactly what I mean. I say sometimes they got to walk away. They may have had court in the spiritual world. Hell no, that was a foul play. That's a red flag. We ain't going, y'all better get down on them or we gonna get down on them. That's how they coming. I keep telling y'all, man, not all of your ancestors are love and light. Some of them beasts, they like that, y'all. They ready to do that. They was killers over here. They still killers over there. They like that. You see what I'm saying? This is the point that I'm trying to make. And so, I want you to understand that, they can't be doing that. Because if you ain't got no spirituals protecting, you fucked. You fucked. You see what I'm saying? And so I do believe that when you start to break it down to them, man, they'll start to more so realize, like, and look, me personally, man, look, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, see, I've had encounters with spirits. This is why I can go here and I can talk. I've had people actually send shit my way. I felt spirit touch me. Understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? And I can tell you, man, when you protect it in some way, form, or fashion, bro, you're gonna see what they would call paranormal activity. Paranormal activity is real. Okay? Like, it's a situation where you should have transitioned, but you didn't, and that spirit stepped in. Like, it's that evident. I told y'all, when I had that demon sent at me, y'all, I was laying on my couch sleep. I'm now on my couch, my office. I was tired because I knew it was a spiritual warfare. I could not sleep, y'all. Okay? I couldn't sleep at that time. But as I was laying on my bed and I nodded off, man, something smacked me on my leg so hard, like back, like get up. And I could tell it was like a man spirit. It was a man spirit because, a woman, I don't feel like she'll smack you in your leg. It's like your homie when you sit down on the couch and you nod off. He like, man, let's go. They crack you like right there. But this spirit has so much power, y'all, that it smacked my leg so hard, I jumped up. I'm like, say less. And I got out the room. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I come on here and I say these things to y'all, man, I'm 100% telling the truth. Ain't nobody gonna come on here and tell you this because a lot of people, one, they probably too afraid to talk about it, y'all. See, these are the things that run people away from the ATR. They run people away from their, from practicing African traditional religion or roots or whatever it is you want to call it. This is what run them away. Because now they're like, oh, demons. Nigga, what the fuck you thought was going on over here? It's real over here on this side. You see what I'm saying? That's what run. Then when you see all these people on there and they talking these stories like, yeah, and I was over here and things started moving in my house. And bro, what you mean, bro? You in here messing with spirit. When you're doing these type of things, you're interacting with spirit. What do you think is going to happen? You need to learn how to protect yourself. See, that's when people jump into something, they ain't learn how to really fully try to protect themselves. That's what you get. That's what you get from it. You feel me? And then you so afraid, even though you made it through it, you ain't even try to learn how to protect yourself. You running away from it. You still running away from it, bro. But that's what I mean. When you see a lot of these people over here saying that, oh, it's really demonic. I had somebody woo, woo, woo. Look, bro, it get like that over here. It's not all love and light, bro. This is what, you're going to really see how real spirit is. That's why I keep telling y'all, like, religion is one of those umbrellas. And see, the fortunate part for some of y'all is that y'all really don't have to deal with that because your bloodline is not cursed. You don't have nobody that don't like you in some way, form, or fashion. Yeah, you might have somebody around you that's trying to put a slight little spell on you, a love spell, and you might not even know it. They probably trying to dominate you in some way, form, or fashion. They might want to curse you in some way, form, or fashion. But, when you dealing with real demons and you really dealing with real practitioners out here that's really working with these demons, they have all intentions of trying to knock your ass off or even shake you up in some way, form, or fashion, y'all. To make you afraid and you start running away, then this what happens. You start experiencing things like this. You see what I'm saying? Somebody say I get with the little ones mostly because their youngest, quote unquote, didn't like to listen, but we try anyway. Save all we can say. That's big facts. Your message ain't, see, you have to understand, your message ain't gonna always be for everybody, you know? So, you know, you might go in a room with 300 people and only reach the souls of maybe 20 of them, but you reach somebody. Your message ain't for everybody, you know? And then, you know, maybe another 100 of them, you may have planted a deep seed in them. So even if they don't catch on to it right then and there, maybe somewhere in the near future, they might catch it on to them and they might wake up. But either way it go, your message was meant to be heard in that room. You know, you could tell the youngest all you want. I keep telling y'all, man, especially, you know, a lot of people, man, when I talk to them, they tell me how, you know, they be thinking there's something going on with their kids because, you know, they don't have older kids. You know, these older kids, y'all, they get to smelling themselves, man. They be talking crazy. You know, but that's just them getting older. You so used to them being a child that when they get older, man, and they start to have their own conscious thought, you know what I'm saying? They can start to make their own decisions, so on and so forth. You kind of get offended by it, like, man, hold on, slow down. But at the same time, you know how it is. I ain't got to say that, man. When you know, when you started to feel yourself, man, you started to intertwine with other mates. You know, you was out there getting you a little bit. You know, you started to feel yourself. You started to feel like you was grown a little bit. And that's what these kids is. So I tell y'all, man, like, you know, that's a phase that these kids got to go through. But as long as you planting the seed and as long as you giving them the knowledge that they need, I can guarantee you they're going to be in a situation. Well, if you raise them up right, y'all, I can guarantee you they're gonna result back to whatever it is that you said. Oh, damn, you know what? My pops told me I always trust my intuition, man. Right now, I'm feeling like this is a little sticky situation. I shouldn't be even hopping in this car and going nowhere. I'm going to go ahead and let them slide, live to see another day. Yeah, y'all go ahead on. And if I was wrong, guess what? I still live to see another day. You feel what I'm saying? They going to learn from it in that way. You feel me? That's big facts. So, okay. But with that being said, y'all, as y'all can see, we losing the light, you know. I just wanted to come on here and just make that clear to y'all, man, how, you know, you should never diss the dead, y'all. Let's be for real. And I'm just keeping it real. When I come on here, man, I keep it real, y'all. I ain't watering nothing down for y'all. I'm giving y'all everything that you see in this realm of reality from a spiritual standpoint and how it's actually working out, okay? And the signs and the symbols that we overlook to show you that spirit is behind whatever is happening, okay? So when you see him rapping about somebody to transition on their birthday, then he went and laid on the casket and did a video on the casket, y'all, in Florida, where we know it's heavy down there because that's Southern. Okay, if ain't nobody practicing the ATR, they practicing the heavy down south. Understand what I'm trying to tell you? So for you to be laying on somebody's grave, making a video, clout chasing, trying to make some money and get some status in the world, you way out of place. Okay? Somebody seen that was practicing and they said, hey man, look, I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. Now I'm finna go handle my business. I'm gonna assign something to you. So when you see him transition on his birthday, that spirit stamping in and saying, yeah, that spirit, we did that. We was the spirit that motivated them niggas to get out there and actually start shooting. We was the spirit that did that. Because guess what? It wasn't hard for somebody to conjure a spirit up and send it to them because they vibrated a lower vibrational frequency anyway. They weak-minded. They don't know what thoughts is theirs and not theirs. They already living this lifestyle. So all I got to do is conjure up this spirit, and this spirit is going to find a vessel to get the job done. Y'all better wake up, man. Like, this is spirituality. This is the darker side of things. And I wouldn't even say in that, when you talk about calling your own judgment and things like that, in that case, I wouldn't even see that's the darker side of the things. I could say that's being, hey, that's an eye for an eye. You shouldn't have got them went on there and did what you did and disrespected that way. To me, and that's my opinion, y'all. But with that being said, man, I just want to leave y'all as I came. I want you guys to always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Ashe.